What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're in the garage. Where we left off last week, the belt broke, or it frayed anyway, in a parking lot. And so right now I have two options as far as fixing the Spyder. And one is to go with the longer belt and install the AC system, which is something that I really want to do because the summers in Florida are hot. I need to change the belt in order to drive the car and to get some sounds from the exhaust and to enjoy the car. So what I decided to do was install the AC belt. And the only problem with that is installing the AC belt would kind of undo possibly the few horsepower that I hope to make from the 3-inch exhaust. So, and that's without going back to the dyno, right? So what I have here is a longer belt that's gonna fit the AC compressor. Some hardware, a mount bracket, and another mount bracket. The compressor is over here on the floor. I'm not going to pick it up, it's filthy. But what I have to do is decide now if I'd rather order a belt and run the car without AC compressor, and then spring of next year install the compressor. So basically go through the whole process all over again. Or go ahead and install the belt now, forget about the little bit of gains that I may have made, forget about seeing a few more miles, 1, 2, 3 miles in the what? Why is every time I record? Or possibly forget about the little tiny gains that I may have seen from the 3-inch exhaust. So because I don't want to put off for a longer time, what I think I'll do is I'll go ahead and see what this install entails. Hopefully it's straightforward. So what I need to do now is get the car up on jack stands. I guess I'm gonna have to shoot this video with the cell phone, the trusty Android cell phone. Okay, so this is what we're under here to fix. This is the belt. And then it's always a good idea after a K swap, K24 with K20 oil pump, it's always a good idea to inspect everything while you're under here. And so while under here, what I found is this nut fell off, probably just due to vibration. So I gotta find a nut that fits that and tighten that back down. Here's what we're under here for. The belt. And then let me make a fist. AC compressor is going to sit like right around here, so just behind the oil pan. The reason why we're under here is because this little hook and this little hook, let me see if I can get a bit better light on it. These have to be shaved off in order for me to be able to mount the compressor. And it's because the bolts that are just above it, yeah, so the bolt holes that are just above it, I can't use them with those little tabs in place, so I have to grind those off. And the other plate will mount, make sure I can see here, and here. And what I can do is take this cutting wheel and get up under there and just cut off those two little tabs. I'm gonna get under there and make sure that this fits.
A few moments later.
All right, so we measured twice and cut once for a reason. So that mark right there, and that mark right there, those are gonna be the marks to go above the hook. Man, why is my voice cracking? I passed puberty. Ooh. There it is. Ooh. That's probably as good as it gets. I'm not a singer. We're about to take this. We're gonna see if these little slots that I cut out are just the right size to go over the little tabs, drop down, hang on them, and then allow me to thread the bolt through these holes and into the block. I can slot it in that tab. So tab, slot, slot, tab. All right, so they met and they're friends. Oh, yeah. And then tab, slot, slot, friend. And they're like, oh no, we're not compatible, right? So I would have to cut this slot. All right, let's get this test fitted. Where's the man? James. You damn right. All right, so look at that. My little slots, they worked. Map, take it from me. You don't have to hire me. You don't have to give me a job. I don't want a job. Actually, I do like modifying parts though. I like fab, although I'm not good at it yet. But check this out. Those slots, they work. They make this a modification list install. So all I got to do is tighten those down and mount the compressor bolts between these holes here and these holes here, and we are good to go.
The next morning.
All right, so it is about 10 o'clock in the morning. We're about to take the Spyder out for a little test drive. I replaced the belt, and that is a 6-rib belt instead of 7. So I can't find a 7 locally. So what I'll have to do is once I get the 7 in, go ahead and replace it with that. And then I'm also going to look for the absolute best belt possible that I can find. So something that's really strong, thick, durable. And what happened with this is let's see if I can show this. This is a nut for the tensioner, and this was loose, and this pulley was drooping just slightly, and as the pulley drooped, the belt rolled over the edge of the pulley and started to cut on it. I do not have the AC compressor installed, and I didn't record the whole entire process because I would have to get under the car and try to record while I was doing the work, and I can't get the car up high enough in the garage, so I'll just kind of get under the car and show just a little bit right now. So after all of the work that I did under the car, basically what I found was I can install this bracket, and then I can install the other bracket that goes over these little hooks right here. But when it was time to thread the bolt through the compressor, I would have had to cut a hole in this firewall and push the head of the bolts through, and then through the bracket, and then through the compressor, and then through the, and then thread into these here. So basically none of the tools that I have can get up in here and cut, so I just decided not to do the AC compressor install right now. So this was a huge waste of time because the instructions for this basically there's no instructions. Yeah, we're going to continue with the car as is, and what I'm hoping is to see maybe 2 to 3 miles per hour the next time I do a quarter-mile run. All right, so we're off on a secluded road, and the belt is fixed obviously, and I'm gonna do some I'm gonna wait till I get a little bit further down and do some wide open pulls, but from here I'll just kind of go up and down a little bit through the range just to see what it sounds like. It is a lot louder, it is a lot deeper. sounds like. That's loud. All right guys, so that's it for this video. As you can see, very loud, race car loud. I'm gonna try not to get in too much trouble with it, but thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.